I'm Amber of Story Chasing, and this is Lily, my sidekick. This last year, I decided to pick up and travel across from the southwest of the United States, following the coastline to the east coast, all the way to Key West and Florida, then up the eastern coast of Maine, and exploring so many beautiful places in between. But after fulfilling my bucket list moment of seeing the fall foliage in New England, it was time to start heading back to the west coast for the winter. In this short series, I'm showing my trek across the United States and revealing my travel costs along the way. Gas is getting more and more expensive the further west I go, like paying over $4.80 a gallon in California, but that's in an upcoming video. I'm now in Omaha, Nebraska, and getting ready to travel all the way to Salt Lake City, Utah, and try and beat this crazy winter snow that's headed my way. Good morning, everyone. It's cold outside this morning. Oh my goodness. Had to turn the heater on, the furnace. Thankfully that's working. That can run off of propane, so not any issues there. Ooh, you can even see my, can you see my breath? It's crazy. Down in the 40s. So I told you I'd show you where I stayed overnight, which is Cabela's. It's $0. Most Cabela's allow you to stay for free over here. I have an RV that's just right over here behind me. Back over in that lot over there is also where other RVs can stay at. I'm leaving here right now actually to head towards Wyoming. Not sure if I'm gonna make it there today or not. We still have Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, California. I'm putting on more miles going from the East Coast to the West Coast than I did when I went to Alaska. This is a big country. I just realized that they had potable water over here, so we're gonna grab some water really quick. It's nice and free. They have kennels over here too, and a place for people to put their horses, I guess, if they're going inside, or to let them kind of roam and get some exercise. So I'm in Compendium, and here I am in this little blue dot, and I want to find something that's free and has Verizon and AT&T cell service. And here I am in Nebraska, so I'm following this way up to Cheyenne. There's a lot of places over here to stay, but I want to get as close to Cheyenne as possible. So here's a parking spot. It's a rest area. And here's another spot called Oliver Reservoir State Recreational. It's got 4 out of 5 stars. Looks pretty good. Look at the pictures. That's nice. Yeah, looks pretty good. Not bad for free. Lots of trees and beautiful lake. Beautiful, clean, roomy. Has 4G Verizon, 4G AT&T. That looks like the place that we're gonna go to. Open maps, Google Maps, and start. 5 hours and 34 minutes away. That's where we're headed for the night. Okay, we made it to our spot tonight. But look what happened. I forgot to secure the paper towels down when I had lunch. I've been securing the paper towels down with this, so gotta roll those back up. I'm gonna show you the spot in just a second. Guys, check out this. Holy cow. This is absolutely amazing out here. Look at this. It's beautiful. All these beautiful trees. Okay, this could not have been a better spot for sure. It's nice and level. Got a picnic table over here. I love it. Love it, love it. I'm sitting here editing this video, and I cannot tell you how much angst I have with it. I lost somehow a bunch of video off of one camera. This place that you're seeing right here on this beautiful land overlooking the water, all the footage of me walking around that area and showing you the coolness of this place is completely gone. Needless to say, I'm very disappointed that that has happened and that I can't show you this, but I was able to capture some photos there that I'm showing you right here. So hopefully you'll be able to see the beauty of it and think about spots like this when you're traveling to find along the highway or not too far off the beaten path that you can stay at instead of just parking lot camping all the time. Oh, and by the way, I found the spot on Campendium, which I showed you earlier. So spots like this exist everywhere. You just have to find them through some apps or go exploring on your own. So here is tonight's dinner. We have ham sandwich with Gouda, some cucumber, some garlic hummus. This is Faye's Greek yogurt with some strawberries on top. So it's just a nice and simple dinner. When I get to places like this and I've been driving for so long, I don't really want to cook. So sandwiches, finger foods, and I kind of like this stuff for dinner. I like to just have snack but healthy foods here. So that's what we're doing tonight for dinner. All right, guys, I will see you in the morning. But first, there's Lily girl. Lily, y'all snuggled up in bed, Mama? So my good girl. You tired, girl? You ready to go night-night? Good morning, everyone. It is not so great right now. It's 3:15 in the morning. It got down to 30 degrees here last night, which is below freezing, and I was like, all right, it's okay for 30 degrees, but then I laid there for another like 30 minutes trying to go back to sleep, and then I looked at the temperature again, dropped to 27 degrees, and that means it's not gonna warm up until 6 o'clock, so it's gonna keep dropping. So I just decided to go ahead and get on the road since there's no precipitation whatsoever. So I'm gonna head to Cheyenne. It's actually almost 40 degrees there right now. It's only an hour away. So I'm gonna head there and then I might pull over and take a nap. But we've got a long drive ahead of us today. I'll explain more when I get to Cheyenne, but I want to get on the road. There's some bad weather coming and I need to get through it. Woo, good morning. You can actually see my face now. It's not dark outside. It's actually 8:24 in the morning. When I pulled in over here, I was tired at that point from driving, so I was only driving for an hour, but it's the middle of the night and it's exactly what I needed to get back to sleep, also get a little bit of miles on, and also escape the temperatures. It got down to 25 degrees while I was driving, and then sure enough, as I had looked at the forecast map for Cheyenne, Wyoming, it was supposed to be 38 degrees here, and it did in fact warm up. It's a city, so cities are always going to be warmer anyways. We're at 6,080 feet right now. I'm just using my compass app from iPhone. Higher elevation, lower temperatures. It's 46 degrees out right now. I'm glad that I looked ahead. Sometimes weather is a surprise. Sometimes you can predict it based on the apps and the weather reports. I did look ahead when I left Omaha, Nebraska, which was yesterday, to figure out what the weather was this way, and a new thing popped up last night when I looked, and that was just further west of here at a higher elevation. It's around 8,000 feet. It's supposed to get snow on Tuesday. So good timing. I'm glad we're going through now. So that was 1 to 3 inches of snow they're supposed to get. In Parks, Lily, what you doing, girl? You getting comfy? Also in Park City, Utah, I have to kind of go through that area in order to get into Salt Lake City. And they're supposed to get snow, freezing rain, and temperatures down in the 20s on Monday, which is tomorrow. So we have to push all the way through today to Salt Lake City. Yeah. And by the way, the apps that I'm using really quick, the biggest ones that I use is AccuWeather, I use Storm Tracker, and this weather map I like. It's just called Weather Map. Actually, let me show you the icon. Let's see if you can see. It's this one right here, Weather Map. And that one actually shows the entire United States, or whatever area you're looking at. So you can see what the temperatures are around the US and along your path. Another app that I use is called Highway Weather, and that one is that middle icon right there. And that one you can actually map out your entire route to your destination, and it'll tell you what the weather's like along your route and the best times that you should go through that area. So that's another one that I use quite frequently. Reno, Nevada is the one that I'm really worried about. That one looks okay right now. And also Salt Lake City through next week, and I'll be leaving the Salt Lake City area in, well, about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on the weather just to make sure, because I might have to leave early just in case. All right, so here's another moment where that footage was lost. all my footage going from Nebraska to Wyoming to Salt Lake City and the beautiful mountains and all of that is just gone. It was off of one camera. So I was able to, again, get a photo of Lily and I finally arriving in Salt Lake City after this really long drive and a push to get to Salt Lake City before this bad winter storm came through. And we're just sitting here enjoying ourselves at the park. It is so beautiful, overlooking the mountains and being able to like just lay in the grass and enjoy ourselves. And the whole reason why I came to Salt Lake City is because I have a friend here. I'm going to be doing some mooch docking at her house and also getting this van maintenance project taken care of, which you're going to see right here as we get back to the video. All right, guys, I think I've had enough. Over 3.5 years of not insulating the windows in this van with Reflectix. I just hate the way it looks, but my friend Tiffany, if you haven't ever checked out her channel, she's over at Where Is Tiffany. She's got an amazing channel. She's a van lifer as well, solo gal. And she and I talked a little bit about what she did, and so I'm going to do something similar. So it's going to be kind of 2 stages. She actually did the Reflectix in the windows, and then she went a step further so it didn't look horrible on the outside. She put some nice black felt material on the side that faces out so that it looks really black on the outside instead of the Reflectix material, which is silver. So over here we have 1 roll of Reflectix. I actually have 2 of those just in case. 1 roll should do it, but just in case I mess up. We're gonna do all the windows. So there's a window there, here, and then of course another one on that side. We also have this one here, and then we have the skylight. But usually I have a heavy blanket that I will put back there during the wintertime to keep the warm in, cold out because there's a draft. These are blackout curtains I got at Walmart. They're 100% blackout. They're also insulating against heat and cold. I got some command strip hooks that I'm gonna put in the back along the side panels of that molding. See if I can get them up that way. Last resort, heavy duty Velcro that I'll sew into it. So I bought heavy duty Velcro plus some needles and some heavy duty thread. All right, and what I don't use, I'll just take back. All right, let's get this started. It's been really cold. 2 down, didn't take too long, maybe 15 minutes to kind of get it figured out. Because these frames are around the windows, it makes it a little bit more difficult. It also creates a tighter fit, so they're gonna stay in there a little bit better so I can be able to look out them very easily. Reflectix is up in all of the windows in the back. I've got the curtains up and it's over there too. I'll show you what it looks like from the outside when I get them all up. All right, so now that I'm in the front area, I can film this a little bit better. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. So the first thing I wanna do is I measure the windows. This one I just measured on the inside because I need this to still go down. And it's on this track over here. 28 inches there. And then you have to kind of feel because it goes up inside. Up here just a little bit past these frames. 16 3/4. This is only 25 inches wide, so my length here is gonna go this direction. So I need to see what 28 is this way when I roll it out. There's just not enough room in here for me to show you everything and do all of this. 28 inches here. I'm gonna mark it. I know you guys can't really see it, but sorry, it's just part of being in here. I'm gonna measure that one more time, just to make sure. 28 inches across. Pull it taut. You see it right here. So I'm just gonna make my Sharpie mark. So I'm just gonna follow the line all the way across. It's pretty easy to cut too. The scissors just kind of slide. All right. The lines for the Reflectix go this way rather than this direction, so there's nothing really for me to follow. So I need to make a Sharpie mark all the way across. So I find it's easier to kind of bend it a little bit and push it into the top. Perfect. And we need to be able to slide these down, and it does. That works really well, actually. The other window that's just right across there is the same size as this one. So now I just really need to take this out. I can use this as a template to cut the other one. Gosh, now my tippy toes. The next one is the skylight. All right, let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep it up there. This does close, but there's also a very big gap right here. So maybe I just overcut it. Let's try that. All right, let's measure this baby. All right, let's see. 18 across, 26 that direction, so 18 and 26. So I'm gonna do 19 and 27. As I was cutting, I was just thinking about an idea. So I only did the length and didn't do the cut for the other side because I think we can let that Reflectix rest against this little lip that's up here. So let's try that and see what happens. All right. In this direction. We're just gonna kind of push it up so that it fits in the corners. Oh yeah. It's not like the most beautiful thing, but it works. It's gonna be hidden, so see how it's just sitting against this lip right here? Every single corner is in place and it stays up there. That is perfect. So then we just close this. Here's what it looks like from the outside. Can't really tell too much, I don't think. There's the back window. I bet in the sunlight you could probably see it. You can kind of see it maybe, just a little bit. Barely. My windows are so black, it's hard to see. But yeah, I can see it out here with my naked eye. Let's look here in the back at the curtains. So I just have them up there with hooks, command hooks. And then for now, I've clipped them with these little clips on each side to kind of drape so the bottom isn't dragging and I can close the door properly. I left the clips like that on purpose because in the future I can, sew it a little bit and make it, where that's a lot shorter, but I just don't know. Like, I like to sit with things for a little bit and make sure that that's exactly how I want it. It's the right length. Is there anything else that I need to do to it? Make sure the command hooks stay up. So there's all kinds of little factors, but we'll have to revisit that later. But overall, I really like it. It turned out well. The true test, of course, is gonna be if it actually stays warm in here and not too cold. It'll be good to find that out tonight because I'm in the Salt Lake City area and it's been cold out here. All right, I'm shutting the door, speaking of that. Well, good morning, everyone. Whew. It is very, very chilly outside right now. We're leaving the Salt Lake City area to head to Reno, Nevada today. I was staying at my friend Chris's house. Sorry for the noise. We got a big highway back there, a road back there. I'm actually just dumping my tanks really quick. It's a free area over here in the Salt Lake City area. You can see the beautiful mountains over here. We still even have a moon there at the top. It's just beautiful. I stayed here at my friend Chris's house. Well, not actually in her house, but in her driveway. Did some driveway surfing there, some mooch docking, if you will. And I was there for a couple of days and just really enjoyed her, and I didn't pick up the camera very much. I do that sometimes when I'm with people because I don't always like to just have the camera out. I'm also gonna stop and get some propane really quick because I've been using the furnace like crazy. It is cold, cold, cold. But I tell you what, I feel like it's been a lot better with the Reflectix and that curtain back there. So glad I did that. All right, it's time for the total cost of this leg of the trip. So in total, I spent $198.47, which most of that was on gas. I had to fill up 5 different times. I also had to get some propane. I did some window washing because there was bug splats all over the windows. And $0 for mooch docking and for staying at Cabela's and on the BLM land. So I was able to really save money in that particular area. So finding these free places like I did, whether it's mood stalking, parking lot camping, BLM, National Forest, any of those things, is going to significantly reduce your travel costs along the way. So you can use those funds to play more. So real quick, I wanted to share with you, I'm giving away free story chasing stickers. So just click the link in the description box, or if you go to the homepage of my YouTube channel, click this Patreon link right here. That'll take you over to Patreon where you can join the community and get my free sticker offer right now that's good through December the 11th of 2021. Why am I doing this? I was on YouTube memberships and I feel like Patreon is a much better fit for us and for you. I can offer you so many more benefits there. And one of the new things that I started adding was early release of videos that are ads free. So before it's released to the public, you can see that before anybody else does, completely ads free, 24 hours before the video is public. So if you join my Patreon community, you'll be able to get those videos ads free and some other really, really cool benefits that I think you'll really enjoy. Patreon is this amazing way that people like you can support creators like me and help keep us on the road. Our ad revenue from YouTube is a little bit sporadic sometimes, so it allows us to pay a lot of our bills that are associated with traveling and producing these videos, and that just helps us to keep doing this, stay on the road, keep producing the content you want. And the other cool thing is you'll be able to help me actually decide on what content I'm actually producing. You have a lot more input when you're in the community, just because I also can really see your comments and your questions a lot more. But there's a lot of other cool benefits on there, so go click the link in the description box and check it out and get your free sticker. Thank you guys so much for your support in advance, and for everybody who's already joined Patreon. I see so many of you have moved over to Patreon now and joined that outside of the YouTube membership. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I'm very, very humbled. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Well, we're on I-80 headed west towards Reno, Nevada. See, we've got these beautiful, beautiful mountains over here. So we're just west of the Great Salt Lake, and this is all just salt and covered in a little bit of water. Well, we stopped over here at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Just a natural wonder out here.